Hello viewers and welcome to another episode of the Enoch generation, a generation that walks with God. In our last two episodes, we've been talking to Leno Joseph and she's been telling us about her wonderful journey with Jesus and how God began to ultimately use her in ministry. So now it's over to Leno and she's going to tell us much more about God dealing with her family and using her as a superpower in his kingdom. Okay, on to you, Leno. Now, you told us how you started your ministry. So it was like boom when it started.
Yeah.
So no banners, nothing, you just started ministering. That's wonderful. So then as the days went by, okay, you began with the deliverance ministry, then how did things take shape?
Yeah. During the time also I was working in a software company. During the time also I was like I was still a career oriented person, like I have to work on, I have to like attain my dream, like I have a dream, like I have to work in US, I have to be employed in a company there, like I have to go there, like that was very deep in my heart, because during my college days itself I developed like I have to go and work in United States of America, and then I have to work in a software company there, like I had a dream like that. So I was still following that, in my company also, like I got good appraisals, I got means like good hike, everything was going on well with me. I got my visa for going to US, like I thought like, okay, let me go there and work there, like I'll be an instrument for Naveen, like taking him there, taking like I thought like my life is that, I'll be a channel for him to take him there, like I can go there and work so he can minister there, like I
So you
thought.
wanted him to become an international evangelist.
Before that also he was an international evangelist only, but like we can settle there, like our life will be good when I go there, like I thought that will be a green pasture like, in my life, I thought that way. But I didn't know God's ways are very different and unique. He has a different plan and purpose for us. So like during that time, like I got delivered my first daughter. um, uh, she was uh, she was 6 months old, I believe. When we moved to Kolathur, like God showed us that we have to move to Kolathur, and we moved there, and my parents are also, I asked my parents to come to Kolathur to buy a house there. So my parents also, during their retirement stage, like they also moved to Chennai and they bought a house in Kolathur and they also came there. So everything went on well, like so I thought like, okay, let me pursue my dream, let me work hard and go in go in that sector, like let me do some other courses, some other so I was like going behind that. But once like uh, once like yeah, once like I got some physical illness in my body.
Okay.
um, uh, like what to say, like I got some physical illness, like God was dealing with me during that time. I was like after I delivered Michaela, I got some 2 miscarriages.
Okay.
During that time, like I thought I got conceived again, but during that time it was not that way. I developed some tumor in my uterus. So during that time, like I was very much shocked. When I went on for the test, they told we will go for a DNC and we will remove that, like that they told. And the doctors told if it develops again, we need to check whether it's cancerous or something like that, they told me. Then I asked God, Lord, why this is happening to me all of a sudden? Why all these things are happening to me? I'm praying well, I'm very well with you, I'm very much connected with you, I'm doing my best part from my side. Why this physical illness came to me? I'm suffering. See, how much I'm suffering. Naveen also goes to ministry during the time. He'll not be in home for 1 month, or for a long duration he used to go out. During that time I was very much suffering. So God dealt with me during that time. He told me that you have to do my ministry. You have a call of God in your life. And suddenly some ministers of God who used to come to our house, they started, before that it was they started praying differently, like the call of God is on your life, you have to give back your job and you have to come and stand with your husband in ministry, or else they from the software company itself, they will chuck you out. That day will come, like that day you will feel very bad. You don't wait for that time, you have to accept the God's
So every
call
time
in your
God told
life.
you the pros and cons of obeying and not obeying.
But I was thinking why I have to leave my job? I can do my job and I can do the ministry. Like that I was thinking in my mind. But everything went on very differently, because I was having a visa in my hand. I don't want to give it off. I was the visa is in my hand, how I will be able to give it off? I'll not be able to do it. I was thinking in my mind. But that physical illness came to me, then I prayed to God. During that time my daughter also got some kind of sickness, she'll be in some kind of sickness, she will vomit, she will be in diarrhea, some kind of sickness will be coming to her. I'll be my husband is not with me. See, I am also suffering with some kind of sickness.
The
She is
baby is sick.
also suffering with some kind of sickness. Why all these things happening to me? That time only, so many servants of God who used to come to our house, they used to tell me that you have to commit to God. You have to commit to God. This thing also is coming in my mind. I was just thinking, what should I do? I'm not able to leave my job also. I'll not be able to handle things in my home also, because deep in my heart I used to think, I should not disturb my husband. He has to go and do his ministry. I should not disturb him in any way, because God's calling is in him. I should not disturb him in any way. I should take care of myself. I should take care of my children, but I should not disturb him. So he should go with his calling. So that was also deep in my heart. I should not disturb him, but I have to pursue my job. But this sickness is also tormenting me. What should I do? I was asking God. God told me, see, Leno, the birds in the sky, every day I'm feeding them. They will not be in hunger for one day, I'm feeding them. How come I will leave you? How come I will leave you? I'll not leave you. I will hold you. This thing will not happen to you. Like that, God promised me, and after that, the tumor went off. That thing didn't happen to me. After that also I was didn't give up my job. I was working. um, uh, I was working. Then God brought some issues in my job itself. I was why God? Everything went on well. I got a visa within 15 days. I have to go there. Why this issue all of a sudden is happening to me? My project is getting cancelled. I was just asking God. My husband prayed in a different way. He told to God that, Lord, if it's your will, we will go to US, or else if you ask my will, I'll be in Kolathur only. Like that, he prayed in a different way, but I was praying in a different way. God, I have to go to US. I'll go there. I will work there. I was praying in a different way. Then God brought some issues in my job itself. That project itself totally went off. It got cancelled. I was very upset. And then like they have put me in some other project. That project also is very hard for me. I have to work very hard, like till 10 o'clock I'll be in my office. My child also will be in my home. She'll be suffering, means like
You didn't have time for the family at all.
yeah, family at all. Like then like God spoke to me, you have to come to my way, or else like I'll put a needle and then I'll pluck you out. That will be very paining for you. Like that God spoke. Then I told this to Naveen. God spoke to me from Isaiah 55:2. Why are you spending your money, your wages for something that will not benefit you, that will not satisfy your soul? I have a call on your life. You have to accept me. I was very much scared, till then I was like, means being a pastor wife means I do not know, I don't need to go in front of some people holding mic and speaking to them. Like I didn't thought in that way when I married Naveen. Like I didn't thought in that way, like because I was grown up. I'm not a city girl. I was grown up in Trichy. So to speaking to, if I have to talk to some person means I'll think a lot. Then only I'll talk. Like I'm not a very
Outgoing person.
outspoken, very candid person. My husband is totally different. He is a very social person. He will talk like this, but I am very. I will like think twice before I speak to some people. I was just thinking like how will I be able to manage, like I'm very scared of stage, like I have a stage fear. How will I go and speak, like how will I minister with people? I'm very much scared of them, like how will I be able to deal with them? How will I be able to speak with them? I was very much um, afraid of people, to speak with people, like to stand on the stage and speak. All those things were coming on my mind, but God says, I will qualify you. I will qualify you. You don't need to
Yes, he's the
bother.
one who qualifies the called.
Yeah, he told me, you don't need to bother, like how will I speak, how will I do. All those questions were in my mind. I was asking God, I brought you here, I will qualify you. You don't need to bother. Like that, God spoke in.
So by that time, your husband had already started his church?
Yeah,
Okay.
we
So from
started.
an evangelist, he had moved into a pastor.
Means like we started as a prayer center, then only
Okay.
we moved it as a church.
So when it was a prayer center itself, you had given up your job and you joined him in the ministry.
Yes.
Well, that's beautiful. And by then you had both your children.
Means no. After we started as a church only,
The second one
the
was
second
born.
one was
Okay.
born. So like after
So
that,
because that verse from Micah was the one that brought both of you together, both your kids have been named the same way, is it?
yeah,
That's nice.
yeah. After that, like after that thing, like I committed to God. Like you have spoken to me very clearly, so I'll give myself to you, Lord. I gave up my job. It was a very hard thing, I cried so much and so much, because like I am a very career oriented person. Like I cried so much and I gave up my job. Then like God used me differently. God like he brought me into ministry. He made me to stand with my husband. Like after that, like we felt so much of peace. Like we both went together for ministry. So much of peace, so much of understanding. Before that, like he'll be doing all those things all alone. But once after I came in, like we felt so much of peace. We felt so much of understanding in our family life. I got so much of time to be with my family, to take care of my children. Then Micah got conceived. Then he was born. After that, prayer center, God spoke to us, and then it became a church.
That's wonderful. So, see, God has created Eve as a helpmate to Adam. So, you are doing the perfect job that God has actually created you for. Because I still remember when I came to your church one day, Naveen was out ministering, and it was beautiful to see the way you were handling the entire church and all the activities in it. So, God had a beautiful plan, God had a beautiful purpose. So, you had moved out from the software sector into ministering now. What do you think God has for you in the future? What do you think He expects out of you?
God always tells me that I will take you in a way that you will never know.
Wow, unknown paths.
Unknown paths. He have told me so many times that he will take me in an unknown path. Like he told me, you don't need to bother. I'm holding your hands. I will take you forward. I'll be with you. I will speak to you. I will take you forward. When I look back, like I was in a different place. I was in a different mindset, but God took me in all these phases of my life. God was with me. He taught me. I do not know what will happen in my life next, but God made me to come in the ways that He has kept for me.
It's a beautiful journey. So we've been listening to the journey of Leno Joseph with Jesus, and he's literally been leading her step by step, moment by moment. And today she is serving the Lord along with her husband. So viewers, you've been listening to her story. All you need to do is submit, surrender to Jesus. Obey His voice, obey His word, and He can take you, miles, make you do what He wants you to do. You can live the destiny that He has for you. So till we meet in our next episode, it's a goodbye and God bless.